Okay. Hey, what's up, you guys? Thank you for viewing my video here. The reason for this is I wanted to just put some thought on video and discuss a few topics and get you guys' opinion on it. The first one here is going to be on like the universe and the Big Bang and stuff. I'm going to try to explain it as best as I can, and hopefully you guys will comment on it, and I can start doing these more frequently. So first off, we got this thing called the Big Bang, and that is theoretically how our universe started, which for the record I do not agree with. This is, I believe in a creationism as opposed to evolutionism. So a lot of evolutionists believe in the Big Bang, and during this Big Bang, or when the Big Bang happened, is theoretically when the laws of our universe first formed. Little problem. There would have to be some sort of law or reaction to happen for the Big Bang to actually happen. So to say that the laws happened after the Big Bang is kind of contradictory, because there had to be some sort of law or reason for the Big Bang to happen. So let's just for a second pretend that the Big Bang happened. Okay, fine. This would have had the universe before the Big Bang would have had to have been infinitely dense, because there would have been this little ball of everything that there is now, kind of swimming around in this tiny little ball, and for some reason that exploded. But the laws of nature don't work when you put into factor something that is infinite. But anyways, this thing called the Big Bang, now it exploded, and everything now is moving away from each other, which is actually true. Everything in the universe is expanding and moving away from each other. But there is another problem. In order for the universe to keep expanding, there has to be a certain amount of mass in the universe for gravity to not bring everything back and have it contract on itself. Because everything that has mass has gravity, if you were to add up everything in the universe, planets, galaxies, Earth, the total amount of mass in the universe is less than 1% of what it would take for the universe to not contract on itself. If that makes any sense. So scientists came up with this element, this matter called dark matter. You can't see it, touch it, experience it, but apparently it is there, and this dark matter is what makes up 99% of the mass of the universe, so that the universe won't contract on itself. But it just kind of seems like the scientists made up this thing called dark matter to go along with their theory of the Big Bang. I kind of came up with my own theory. It's called God, and so I believe that God is the 99% that what keeps this universe together and not contract on itself. I don't know, just a theory. Another thing I found interesting was this theory of absolute time, which is in contrast to the theory of relativity. And the theory of relativity states that distance and time are not absolute. So, for example, the ticking of a clock depends on how fast you're going and how far or close you are to Earth, or to the sun, or something that has great mass. So, for example, if a twin lived at sea level and the other twin lived at the highest point on Earth, the twin that lived at sea level would age more than the twin that lived higher on the Earth. Along the same lines, if one twin went up into space and flew at the speed of light, the age difference would be greatly increased. So when the twin that was flying in space came back down to Earth, he would be significantly less aged than the twin that had stayed on Earth. The reason for this is anything massive that has gravity, like the Earth or the Sun, warps time and space because of how dense that particular element like Earth is. So now, how do we equate this to God? Well, time ceases to exist at the speed of light. Light has an infinite form of energy. Light, to a certain extent, is unexplainable. On the quantum dynamic level, Earth is both particle and waves, which is inherently contradictory to any law that we have in play now. And of course, the Bible equates light to God. So you could say that in essence, God is the speed of light, or God is moving at the speed of light. God has an infinite form of energy, and of course, God is unexplainable. So I just thought this was all very interesting, and kind of puts a new perspective on what heaven is if heaven doesn't have time. So thank you for watching, and let me know what you think, and hopefully I'll have a few more up pretty soon. Thank you.